show you how to make this curtain fold. So you open it up like this, and then you've got this bit that comes up. It's designed by Sue Campfield, but I think she's an American demonstrator, so her measurements will obviously be the American size. So I've done it, these are my own measurements that I've made. So let's get on. So we'll need a piece of card that I'm going to cut. That is going to be 10.5 centimeters. So I'm going to bring that in at 10.5 centimeters. Now I don't normally work in centimeters, if you follow me. You'll need this piece, so just place that to one side for the moment. I don't work in centimeters very often, but I found that when cutting the card in half, centimeters gives you a more accurate cut in half of your card. So I did do 10.5, didn't I? Yes, 10.5. Because this is 21 centimeters when it's our normal A4. So I've cut it in half at 10.5. Now this is 11. I'm going back to inches. I'm going to flip between the two. I'm sorry about this. It's going to be 11 3/4 wide. Okay, so we're now going to need to score, and for this we are going back to inches. I'm just checking what I did. So it's 3/4 inch. So you're going to put the long side in, which was the 11 3/4 side, and you are going to score at 3/4. You're then going to move it along and score it at 1.5. Yes, 1.5. So move it along and score it at 1.5. And then we're going to score it at 2 7/8. So that's 2 7/8. There we go. Get it correct, 2 7/8. So I'm going to score that 2 7/8. And then we're just going to rotate that 180 degrees and repeat that. So the first one we're scoring at 3/4 inch. So we're scoring that at 3/4 inch. Then 1.5 inches. And that's 1.5 inches. And then at 2 7/8. Okay, 2 7/8. Okay, so just move my trimmer for a tiny weeny bit, because we'll bring that back in. And then what we're going to do is concertina fold. So we're going to fold that forward and burnish it. Just make sure, yeah, fold that and burnish it. Then we're going to fold it back and burnish it, and then we're going to fold that forward and burnish it. So we're going to repeat that, so it gives you that nice concertina. So we're going to repeat that. So we're going to fold the first one forward, the second one back, and then the third one forward again. So that will give you that concertina like that. Okay, now we're going to, before we get rid of the trimmer, we are going to cut this. So we're going to have this 10.5. So that will be, let's do it, bring it in. So whatever you've left with your other side of your sheet, this actually, yeah, measures 10.5. So I'm going to cut that at 21. So bring that in and cut it at 21 centimetres. Okay, so this is back to centimetres. 21 centimetres. You can use that for another project now. And then I'm going to score it at 10.5. So sorry, I'm working on a really wobbly table. I'm sorry for this. Okay, let's move this out of the way and bring back in my card base. So this should fold, and I've just burnished that. Okay, I'm just going to burnish that, and this is going to sit in here like that. Okay, so I think we'll glue that in now anyway. So we're going to do this so that it fits exactly to the top and bottom of your card. Let's just, so you'll see what I mean in a minute. So we want it, so I'm eyeballing it, but you could measure this. I'm eyeballing it to try and get it right. So make sure it's level with the top and it's level with the bottom. Okay, so, and that you've got it equal either side. Okay, then we're going to start putting our DSP. Now I'm using the free DSP paper that you can get this celebration, and it's tell you the sizes as we go along, and it's completely gone out of my head what it's called, but it's the Great Big Whacking Pack. Right, now this is 10 centimetres squared. Because we made the other one in centimetres, I've done this 10 centimetres squared, and it's this side that I'm going to put on, I've just realised. So I want to glue on this. So it's 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres, and this is going to go on the middle. Okay. So just give yourself equal increment all the way round. That's it. So that's all the way round there. And then the next piece. So these pieces, these long strips, you need to cut yourself. And I'm using the paper that reverses, so it's matching the front cover and reverses to that one. So some I'm going to use the reverse side, some I'm going to use the proper side. And I've got 1, 2, not sure whether I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 of these, and they are 10.5 in length and 1.4 in width. So it's 1.4 in width and 10.5 in length. So I'm going to do the first one to match, and I'm going to put equal increment all the way round, so that make sure you get it straight. So we've got a nice border there, another one here. So got this here. It's a nice big border around there. Then I'm going to stick next the bigger pieces, and I've got 4 of these pieces. I'm just trying not to pick any of my Easter eggs up in that. Okay, and these measure 3 centimetres by 10.5. So these measure 3 centimetres by 10.5, and I'm going to use this wiggly lines on this. and put them this way up. So again, a nice even border around that. Make sure you've got your lengths going across the bottom and the top that are equal. And again, this top. So this has got Petal Pink in it. I think it's got the Fresh Freesia or Gorgeous Grape. Wrong way around, I'll have it that way to match the other. I think it's Calypso Coral. And I'm not sure what the other. Right, we're going to put that spotted one on the inside here. So we'll use the spotted one. The spotted one is going to go there with equal increment, going all the way round, and then I'm doing it. So I'm mirroring it, so I'm seeing what I'm doing. So I'm not getting confused. So just mirroring it. Okay, use the spotted one. There we go. And then I missed that outside one because it's this one that's going to show. And again, I'm going to put the spotted one on the outside. So I'm going to put this spotted one. So I'm just bending that in to put my spotted one on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I think I've got that straight, yes. And then again, the spotted one on the other side. There. That's it. And then I'm going to bring in, I think I did, yeah, same with that. So I'm going to bring the jagged one, or whatever you want to call it, to the outside. Okay, so I'm just going to bend that in and put equal increments all the way round. Okay, making sure they're level. I've got them the right way round. Okay, put that in, and yeah, got that all the way round, equal increment. There we go. So that's going to sit like that, and then we open it up and show that. Right, now I quite liked the idea of having some ribbon because I'm challenging myself to use my ribbon. So I've got some Fresh Freesia ribbon here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape on the back. So just, I can't get in the tear and tape. Actually, I think I've got some starters, that's why. That's it. This is out of kit, it's just a nice little one. I'm just going to tear some off, and I want this halfway, so I'm just going to put this roughly halfway on the back side of that card there. I'm going to peel that off, and then I'm going to just roughly see, not on the how much I need. So I'm roughly seeing how much I need. About that much, so that's okay. So I'm just going to place that down on top of my tearing tape and bring that to the front. I don't know what that got on there. Right, so this is just going to be placed on the front. Don't even need as much as that. So I'm going to then put some more tearing tape on the front. Just to go underneath here. So It's about there, so I'm going to put it there and then see whereabouts I've got this. So I want that to make sure that that's going straight, and I'm going to bring it straight across. Now just make sure that your ribbon is straight. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this ribbon off. I'm just going to get my scissors. Just a little bit of this ribbon off because I want to stick my ribbon at the other side. Just make sure that this is straight at the back and bring this level here and then just cut that there. And of course we're not going to see this because we're going to put our oval on top. Right, so we're just going to set this to one side for the moment and bring in our oval. Now this is the oval that you can cut out. So I'm going to give you the size of this oval because this is from the Framelits. I can't think of the name, it's just gone. Absolutely just gone. Just going to get the catalogue. Get the catalogue and show you which one it is because I can't even see it there. It's in the brand new mini catalogue. There. It's Frame Florets die, and it's actually the middle out of here, I believe, or is it that one? It's out of one of those two middles. I can't quite remember, but as long as it fits between, so when the curtains close, that this fits between the two without going over. So that's the perfect size, and I'll tell you what size that is. It's 3.5 inches by 2.25. So it's 3.5 by 2.25, the circle really. So I'm just going to place that there. I don't believe, I'm hoping that my camera hasn't rotated. I should be upset if it has. Okay, so what we're going to need is a focal point. So you could use anything that you've got. I'm using quite an old stamp set. It's got little bunnies on. I've got another one that's got bunnies on. So anything that will fit within that space there. And have I run out of... No, I've got one. Okay, so just gonna place the bunny there. Now I'm gonna use, and I thought I've got absolutely everything out, and I haven't. So unfortunately, it's not too far away from me. So I'm gonna use Smoky Slate. So this is our normal ink. And I'm inking that up with Smoky Slate and just putting this roughly in the middle. Okay. Right, I'm going to set that aside to dry before I colour it. I'm going to leave that and just get rid of my Smoky Slate. I'll leave it there in case I need it. And now what I've cut out is I've got Birds in Branches. Now, I think the new bird set has got this as well. But in Birds and Branches, you've got the little eggs that you can cut out. And I thought this paper is like Easter eggs with the, like, colouring how it is. My words are escaping me. So I thought this would be absolutely brilliant to make mini Easter eggs with. So use what you've got in your stash. You don't have to have brand new stuff all the time. If you've got stuff in your stash that will work, I'm sure the new birds in the catalogue, a new one in here, I'm sure that there is some eggs in here and they probably work. If not, the actual gnome nose, I think the gnome nose would work. Can't find, I need the birds. But there's a bird one in here, I can't remember it. But this, the die set that goes with, it was Storybook Gnomes, or Kindest Gnomes, but they're in the new catalogue. There's this one that's called Friendly Gnomes, which I've got that one as well. But the gnome, the dies that go with it, you could actually get the eggs from that. Oh, here it is. There you see, you've got the little eggs there in the set, so they would work as well because you get 3, and they will just do exactly the same as these eggs from Birds in Branches. So I've got a little stamp. There, I've got it out, and I'm actually using, so any this is Make a Difference, any actual stamp that is small enough in letters to go on to your Easter eggs. So make sure your Easter egg is the right way, and then I just need a H. I'm just going to do the H. I'll stink it up and just put it in the middle and just flick it off. There's my H, and then just pop that on there, and an A. So we're just going to spell out our Happy Easter. So just stink it up and get it in the middle. And I've got loads of these in case I make a mistake. It worked out quite well for me last time, so hope I'm as fortunate, because normally I prepare everything like this offline, but it was going to be longer for me to start preparing this, and I really need, when I get the opportunity to film, I've got to film these days. So there's a P, and we want another P, so can't pick them up. I'm doing that sideways because it's sideways, can't get hold of it. P, and we want a Y. I'm hoping it doesn't take me too long to do this, but we're waiting for the ink to dry on my rabbits, so that's working out. I'll just pick that up, and there, that's my happy spelt, and then we want Easter, so we want an E. Spin an egg round, come on, can't get hold of them. So get my E put on my block. Make sure you got it the right way. And there's the E. We've already had the A out, so we'll bring that back in. I think that's the A, yeah, that's the A. Just watch your fingers in between if you're getting in a mess. There's my A. And then EAS. Into an S. Where's the, that's the 3, so there's an S. Sorry, this is wobbling. But S. I think I've got that the right way, hopefully, yeah. S, T. So I'll put that out of the way. T. Bring that. So if you haven't got a Happy Easter, I want me here again. If you haven't got an Happy Easter stamp, but you have got letter stamps, then this is a great way to write your Happy Easter without having got the sentiment. And I just thought it was nice, wrote with the eggs anyway. And an R, we want an R, that's it. And then we'll have done. Okay, so put that on there. And I did lots in case I made a mistake. It didn't work so well. Okay, there we go. There's all my Happy Easter. Right, hope I've not got too much ink all over me. Right, so I'm going to move those out of my way a bit and close my ink pad. Hope I'm not going to get any ink on there. Right, so my bunny. Where's my, covered up my bunny. I did a little pink. Oh, typical, I've knocked them up. Okay, so a bright little pink. This happens to be dark polish pink. I'm going to just go in and do the nose of Mum, and just a tiny dot for the baby there. And I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. I'm going to see if the lightest one will work for me. And I'm just going to colour in the flower. As I say, this is Daffodil Delight. I'm going to colour in the middle because I'm going to put a pearl on there. And then colour up the other side. Mine's getting very dry. Everything on the other side. No, let's try that too. That'll do though, that's fine. Okay, and I've got the light Smoky Slate, so I'm just colouring in the rabbit with the light Smoky Slate. Okay, and his eyes will still show after you do it. There we go, and a little bear. I don't sometimes like a black ink using the Memento, so I often just use my normal inks to do my, just let it dry, and then I seem to be fine. Let's just do down Mum again because I've a little bit darker around the outside. Okay, and then I've got some Granny Apple Green. This is the dark Granny Apple Green. I'm going to go for my light Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to colour my leaves in very lightly. Okay, now I'm going to use my dark Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to colour in so you will be able to see it. I'm going to go just in between. I'm hoping this is picking up on camera that you can see, because I've had to kneel down. Yes. So just in between a bit. Just doesn't have to be perfect, just giving some green. Nice effect. There we go. There. And if you want, just do some like okay, just give it a bit of contour colour, and then I'm going to go for the light balmy blue, and we're just going to make our sky. So, and I'm not going to go right up to the bunnies, I'm going to leave some white, same as the flowers. Just light. That's it. Now let's just take it a little bit further out. So we kind of have got a white border around it, but something like that. Okay, and then we're going to stick that. So we'll bring back in our card, and we're going to stick that in the middle with some dimensionals. So I'm just going to bring in my dimensionals and put some on the back if I can get them off. So I'm going to just make sure they go either side of the ribbon rather than on the ribbon. Okay, just going to peel those off. Okay, I think I've got that. Just bring that so it's in the middle. There we go, about there. Committed now. Oh, it's gone to the wrong side. Oh, managed it. Right, fold your sides down before doing it. I forgot I did that. And then you can see where the middle point's going to be, or roughly where the middle point's going to be. And there, I can commit myself. Now that's not so bad because they're not going to see that too much. And then I've got some pearls somewhere. I've lost them now. So it's going to have to be bigger pearl. Oh no, just want my pokey tool. I've got pearl there. Where have I got? Oh, I've got some tiny pearls down here. Just bear with me. It's just fell down. Okay, so they're tiny weeny pearls. Let's just stick that on there. Okay, I'm gonna just get these off, and that can stick in the center of my, there, like that. Okay, there we go. Right, now we're going to stick the Happy Easter on. Now, if you work out that AP is going to be in the center because it's got 5, so one of the P's will be in the middle. So what I did, there's an A, is put the P in the middle and then kind of arrange these either side. There's now the P, and then there's my Y. And I've got mini dimensionals, so I'm going to get my mini dimensionals now, because you only want the mini for the top part. And what I'm going to do is put where you've got the little bit of your oval at the top, I'm going to put my dimensional right on the top. So I'm just going to do these first. So each one, before I commit, I'm going to put the dimensional at the top of each of my letters. And there and there. I've done it. And then I'm going to start off with my P that I know is going to be in the middle, and put a little bit of glue on the bottom of the egg and find out roughly where the middle is, and then pop that down. There we go. And then we're going to go for the A next. I'll put a dab of glue on the A, and I'm going to just slightly tilt this. So I'm going to just slightly tilt it and just leave a bit of a gap there, and then do the H next. So dimensional lace tape and pop of glue on the bottom, and then put it there, curving out to the side. I'm going to have another P now, and gonna just mirror what we've put roughly, then angle there, and then the Y next. We've got the Y, and then just tilt that out a bit more. So you've got your happy. Now your Easter is an even word. So you've got the S and the T. So you've got EA, ST, ER. Now, this time, instead of putting your dimensional on the thin part, you're going to put your dimensional on the fat part. So I'm going to put on the bottom of each of the eggs. So just let's get those done first. Just on each of those bottom ones. Okay. Zip and there. Now it's S and T, as I've said, that's got to be in the centre. So I'm going to get my S and T. Where are you? There, S and T. And I know that that P is in the centre. So I'm going to get my S and T, and I'm going to take them off at the same time. And I'm just going to do a double glue this time on the top, and I'm going to hold these together, making sure I've got my letters the right way round. I'm going to look at that P there, and I'm going to put these two equal distances apart so that that looks in the centre there. And then I'm going to get my A next, because I'm going to carry on going out. Oh, actually I've picked up an E, so we'll have the E going out next. We'll finish the word rather than do the start or do the finish of the word. So We've got an E to go next to the T, so again equal distance away and moving it. Then your R, okay, and that coming out there, and then we want our A for the front bit. Again, put a dab of glue on them and bring that little bit out there, and then we've got the E to finish off with. To the white E to finish off with, and there, equal distance, so that that's going round. Now I thought it'd be quite fun. On the farm set you've got these nice little tiny rabbits, and I thought rather than sticking my gems, I thought I'm going to stick little rabbits playing. So I thought this was a bit of fun. So let's stick one going down there, just wherever you like, whatever direction you like, just a bit of fun. So having one up there. I'm going to go down, and then you can put as many as you want on. I'm just putting 5. I've cut plenty in case I make more of these cards, so I'm gonna stick with 5. Randomly placed round. Okay, so that's the front. Now we're going to do inside. So this is how it's going to look when it's folded. Now we're going to do the inside bit. So for the inside bit, I should have got my, has it fallen somewhere? Where's that gone? It's annoying when I do lose my bits and pieces. What have I done with it? Yeah, I put it out of the way. So what did I do for the inside? So there's that. Right, now I am using Fresh Freesia for this bit, and I've got this very kind demonstrator. I wanted to put He Is Risen, and the only way I could put He Is Risen was by spelling it out, and when you're making a lot of cards that was too difficult. So I noted that there was an old stamp set that's called His Grace, and it's beautiful. Where is it? And I asked the demonstrators, had anybody got His Grace, and somebody kindly let me have theirs and only charged me the postage, which was so kind of them. And these 2 stamps, He Is Risen, and this beautiful floral image. Now this, got to make sure I get the right way. I'm going to put it towards the top so you can write underneath it. There we go. He Is Risen. So you could colour that in. I'm leaving it plain like I did on the other one. So I won't take up any more time. And now my glues. There we go. So this is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. And then I'll just unglue that in the middle there. So an equal increment all the way round. Beautiful. So I think that is very pretty. So you've got your curtain fold like that, open and then open. And then the other one that I'd done in the fresh freezer, open, well, it's all fresh freezer, but I've used more of the fresh freezer in the paper, and again there like that. So I hope you liked those. Thank you very much for watching, do appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you don't already, so you won't miss any further video uploads. Thank you very much. Take care, stay safe, bye for now.